Oh, wait.
Jai Gurudev. You can project on your from your mobile as well.
Okay.
Share screen.
Pardon?
You can just share screen from your mobile.
Okay. Might take me a little while. I haven't done this before. Oh, wait, I'll let me see if my computer will work.
We'll start meanwhile with the prayer.
Yeah, okay.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryankaravavahaihi Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. I think you can just enumerate the first 8, and then
Am I? Jai Gurudev, am I audible?
Yes, Sumaji.
Okay. So, what did Dr. Brahmaraji say? What do I start from here?
no, in the beginning there is the enumeration of all the steps, no? So you can just read the first 10 steps that we've done, and then you can continue with the 11th or 12th, I think we need to do.
Okay. So
yeah,
this
in
one.
the beginning. Correct.
Yeah. Jai Gurudev, thank you. So, Sadhana Panchakam, Introduction to Sadhana Panchakam. So step 1 is studying the Vedas daily. Step 2, perform the duties diligently ordained by the Vedas. Dedicate all actions and duties as worship of the Lord. Let the desire-prompted activities be given up. Step 5, let the multitude of sins be uprooted. Step 6, reflect upon the inherent limitations of worldly pleasures. Step 7, entertain desire for knowing the self. Step 8, as soon as desire for self-knowledge arises, I've been having trouble with this computer for a few days.
Are you sharing from your computer or from your phone?
Yeah, I'm sharing from my computer, but this computer is giving me some issues for the past few days. It will start and stop. Okay. So step 7, 8 is as soon as the desire for self-knowledge arises, leave the house of bondage quickly. So now we are in verse 2. Step 9, seek the company of wise men. Cultivate steady devotion to the Lord. Cultivate qualities such as Shama Dama. And step 12, quickly give up the desire, quickly give up for good, desire prompted actions. Step 13, approach a wise man who is capable of unfolding the truth of Vedanta. Step 14, serve the sandals, Paduka of the Guru daily. Step 15, ask the Guru to unfold knowledge of Brahman, that is one, that is beyond destruction. Step 16, listen properly to the Mahavakyas of the Upanishads. So we are in verse 2, step 11, right? If someone would like to read this shloka.
Yeah. Sanghassa suvidhiyatam bhagavato bhaktir dridhadhiyatam shantyadif parichiyatam dridataram karmasu santyajyatam sadvidvanupasripyatam pratidinam तत्पादुकासेव्यताम् ब्रह्मैकाक्षरमर्थ्यतां श्रुतिशिरो वाक्यं समाकर्ण्यताम्.
Thank you. Step 9 is seek the company of wise men. Step 10, cultivate steady devotion to the Lord. So devotion is important to gain knowledge. When we perform all actions as offering, we are already a devotee. people may think that bhakti is not required. However, devotion is important. Let me just stop sharing this. I would request someone to share the screen. I can read for today. I'm not able to project it. It keeps going off.
Which phone are you using, Samaji? In fact, any phone doesn't matter. You can log in from your phone. I think you've logged in only from your computer, right?
Yeah, I logged out from my phone. Let me just check.
Didi, Sadhana Panchakam, na?
Correct.
Can I try?
Yeah, please. Today I wouldn't be able to share screen. So if you can share the screen, Lavlinji, you can. Even through any phone, you can share screen. Not this one, Lavleen. This is the. These are the. This is the scanned version. Not this. The one that was emailed. The notes of Sadhana Panchakam. It's in the email, I think.
Okay, let me try with my phone now.
Okay, Didi, you try then.
Shall I share?
Yeah, Didi, please share.
So much. You can try, otherwise I'll share the screen.
Yeah, you please share the screen.
Okay. Okay, I'll just share.
Step 10, no? That, cultivate. Am I audible?
Yes, Didi.
Okay, thank you so much. Step 10, cultivate steady devotion to the Lord. Devotion is important to gain knowledge. When we perform all actions as offering, we are already a devotee. People may think that bhakti is not required. However, devotion is important to gain self-knowledge. Right now, we may be part-time devotees, praying when we are in need. We need to convert this into full-time devotion to gain self-knowledge. We need to perform special actions that are conducive to devotion. Puja, japa, chintanam. Apply all faculties to devotion. While doing puja, body, mind, and speech are involved. When we do explicit acts of devotion, like doing puja, it is easy to invoke devotion and maintain devotion. This helps to convert all actions to be done with spirit of devotion. If we are offering all actions as worship, why should we perform explicit acts of devotion like puja, japa, etc.? The word has an uncanny knack of pushing our buttons. Other people have likes and dislikes and push our likes and dislikes. This inhibits our love and devotion for the Lord. So we need to explicitly invoke devotion by doing puja, japa, and chintanam, etc. This helps our mind to be centered on Lord. Make the devotion firm. Have utmost devotion to the Lord. To develop oneself in the path of bhakti, 9 types, Navavidha bhakti, are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Vandanam, Shravanam, Kirtanam. Make the devotion firm, have utmost devotion to the Lord. To develop oneself in the path of bhakti, 9 types of Navavidha bhakti are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, such as Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Vandanam, Archanam, Dasyam, Shakyam, Atmanivedanam. Shravanam is to listen to the glories of the Lord. Example, Parikshita and Narada. Kirtanam is singing the glories of the Lord. Smaranam is to remember the Lord, always throughout the day and night in the mind and heart. Padasevanam is to serve the divine in all respect. Archanam is to worship of the Lord in puja. Vandanam is prostration to the Lord with love and respect. Dasyam is when the sadhaka thinks himself as a servant of God. Sakyam, a mental state when a sadhaka thinks himself to be the intimate friend of God.
It's
Atma
Sakyam.
Nivedanam,
Sorry.
Sakyam,
Sakyam.
Sakyam.
Sakha.
Oh, sorry.
Being a
Sakha.
Sakha, right? Sakyam.
Yeah. Sakyam, a mental state when a sadhaka thinks himself to be the most intimate friend of God. Atma Nivedanam is absolute self-surrender under the feet of the Lord. In devotion, mind, intellect, and our whole personality gets integrated and purified. We gain a mind that is ready for self-knowledge. We kind of did a discussion on that yesterday, right? This, how to get to that state of bhakti, only then self-knowledge, we are ready to receive that self-knowledge. Isn't it? Atma Nivedanam, when there's absolute surrender. So in devotion, mind, intellect, and our whole personality gets integrated and purified. This arjava happens. When there's that oneness, then we gain a mind that is ready for self-knowledge. Can we move forward? Step 11, cultivate the qualities such as Shama and Dama. Gain the fourfold qualifications as taught in Tattva Bodha. Viveka, ability to discriminate between real and unreal. Vairagya, dispassion towards unreal. Shat Sampati, Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhanam. Mumukshatvam, longing desire for moksha, for freedom. Shama, mastery over the mind. Dhamma, restraint over the sense organs. Uparama, abidance of mind. Samadhanam, concentration of mind or gaining equanimity. So this is not contentment, no? Samadhanam is gaining equanimity, concentration of mind, being steady. Titiksha is endurance. Shraddha, having faith in the scriptures and the teachers.
Actually, if we can do the Sanskrit versions of this, it'll be a quick recap of our Tattva Bodh. So, Viveka Kaha, we can ask each other and answer.
Okay.
Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha, right? Viragaha Kaha? Iha Swarga Bhogeshu Icharahityam. Shamah Kaha? I think all of us should be able to also say. You can unmute and say. Shamah Kaha? Mano Nigraha. Damah Kaha?
Indriya Nigraha.
Yeah, Chakshuradi Bahyendriya Nigraha. Uparamah Kaha? Swadharmanushtanameva.
Uparama, what did you say? Swadharma
Anushtanam.
Anushtanam.
Swadharma Anushtanam. Okay.
And Titiksha Kidrishi?
Samashitoshna Sukhadukha.
Correct. Shitosh, very good. Shitoshna sukha dukkhati sahishnutvam. Shraddha कीदृशी?
Guru Vakya.
Guru Vedanta Vakyadishu Vishwasaha Shraddha. Samadhanam kim? Chittaikagrata. And mumukshutvam kim?
Moksha bhuyati iti ichha. Iti ichha.
Well, very good. Moksho me bhuyat iti ichha. Yeah. You can go ahead, Sumaji.
So
Yeah,
that
thank you
house.
so much. Yeah. I'm a bit behind on this. I'll speed up. I'm sorry I've not attended Tattva of late. I need to update. Yeah. Somebody was saying something. Okay. Shama is mastery over the mind. So if anyone wants to give the Sanskrit thing also, you please say, unmute and say it. Dhamma, restraint of sense organs. Uparama, abidance of mind. Samadhanam, concentration of mind or gaining equanimity. Titiksha is endurance. Shraddha, having faith in the scriptures and teachers. Develop a mind that is equanimous, that does not get affected by the internal, external situations. Develop a mind that is free from reactions, avoiding reactions to favorable or unfavorable situations. Avoiding reactions to favorable and unfavorable situations. So I have a question in this. When we avoid these reactions to favorable and unfavorable situations, avoiding, does it mean that moving away? Also, does it also come in that? Like, you know that if you go somewhere, you will get into arguments, so you don't go there. Is that also avoiding? But that doesn't build us, no?
No, but then see, seek the company of the wise is one of the steps.
Yeah.
So embedded in that is avoid company of unwise people. So
Okay.
So when it's inevitable, that's fine. But when you wantonly will not go in the company of otherwise people.
Like the other day, somebody was saying, no, you don't want to go to these parties where some useless, mundane things are discussed. So you avoid going.
Yeah, of course, you avoid. In fact, that is one of the things given in our 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita and also in Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Patanjali Yoga Sutras or like Hatha Yoga thing. There is avoid company of people who are into the worldly desires.
Okay.
That is where Viveka comes in, no?
And even where gossips are going on, that should also be avoided.
Yeah.
Unnecessary gossips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Chitta Prasadana, you be indifferent to all of this in your mind. So sometimes you can't help it. It's inevitable that you're there. When you're in such a place, then be indifferent in your mind. So it doesn't taint the pleasantness of your mind.
Mm-hmm. So this is what I wanted to know. How do you strengthen your mind? strengthen yourself when you are in that company, in that gossipy company.
Yeah. This is how.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those
Thank
four
you.
beautiful aspects are given in Chitta Prasadana. So
We
just
have to be indifferent also. Huh?
Where did we read Pratipaksha Bhavana? I think it was here only, right?
In Patanjali Yoga Sutra also there is Pratipaksha,
Also,
that
but
four
even,
things.
yeah, even here, I think yesterday when I was reading one of the steps, the
Yeah,
Pratipaksha Bhavana.
yeah. Yes. Yes, yes. So you have to consciously practice it.
Rather than judge them and denounce them, have compassion for them.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So mind that maintains tranquility, serenity, and equanimity. So all three. Equanimity in honor, dishonor, praise, criticism, success, failure, pleasure, and pain. How to develop equanimity, tranquility in our mind? Whatever comes in our life is from Ishvara. All are given by Ishvara. Honor and dishonor comes from Ishvara. Ishvara is like a postman delivering the results of our actions. Ultimately, it is Ishvara who gives us the results. So, whatever comes in our life, if we accept as prasada, then we gain equanimity. Instead of having the attitude, what comes in our life, if we have the attitude where it comes from Ishvara, then we won't react as much. Okay. When we see a child kicking us, we consider that as play and don't get insulted. By bringing Ishvara into our life, we neutralize the likes and dislikes. We become free from likes and dislikes. Shama, Dhamma are cultivated by being alert and by developing Pratipaksha Bhavana. How to develop Pratipaksha Bhavana? When there is kama, desires, replace it with control, dhamma. Not blind suppression, but sublimation. When there is krodha, anger, replace it with compassion, daya. When there is lobha, greed, replace it with charity, dhanam. There is no indulgence or no suppression. Need to have healthy attitudes and values. Where there is matsarya, jealousy, replace it with appreciation. Where there is pride, madha, replace it with humility. So this is a practice, constant practice with awareness.
So you were asking about avoiding company, right? So that is shama. When there is kama, there may be an interest to go listen to gossip, and gossip sometimes is actually, that is what is very attractive. People want to know, they're very curious about knowing what's happening in everybody else's life, right? So there, rather than just suppress it, sublimate it, understanding out of viveka that all that is ephemeral, everything is just transitory, it's illusory, and that is taking you away from your center. So with understanding, have exercise control, exercise shama, not as suppression. Because when you suppress it, you're only bottling it. Sometime it will open up, it will shoot up like a volcano.
So this knowledge, this understanding is important.
Out of understanding, have shama.
Yeah.
We have to save our mind with knowledge. Means we have to apply the knowledge there.
Yeah.
Step 12, quickly give up for good desire prompted actions. When actions are disciplined, body, bhakti in heart, mind is tranquil and steady, and desire for self-knowledge, which is the intellect. Okay. When actions are disciplined, so that is pertaining to the body. When there is bhakti in the heart and the mind is tranquil and steady, samadhan. And desire for self-knowledge with the intellect, then karma has done its part, and now the person is ready for sannyasa or dedicated pursuit of self-knowledge. So when we do any karma, we have to have all this in mind. The body, disciplined, bhakti in the heart, mind is in samadhan state, tranquil and equanimous, steady, and our intellect is viveka. We have to use viveka. Then our actions will exhaust all the karma. Then we are ready for dedicated pursuit of self-knowledge. When the person is ready for pursuit of self-knowledge, even duties can be an obstacle. Duty is an obstacle for the contemplating mind. When there is commitment for self-knowledge and there is maturity, then the person is ready for renunciation or sannyasa. Here, sannyasa does not mean running away from the family. Here, sannyasa means having renunciation in the mind, vairagya, dispassion. Okay. It's quite an intense thing that you have to be aware of. The householder plays lots of roles.
Sorry, Sumaji, can you read that readiness for sannyasa again? That sentence?
Yeah, when the person is ready for pursuit of self-knowledge, even duties can become an obstacle. Duty is an obstacle for the contemplating mind. Yeah. So when there is commitment for self-knowledge and there is maturity, then the person is ready for renunciation, sannyasa. Here, sannyasa does not mean running away from the family. Here, sannyasa means having renunciation in the mind, vairagya. So I don't know how it is, but contemplating time, I thought initially was separate. Now, after reading this, I realized that this has to go together. Contemplation and vairagya has to happen simultaneously. What do you think? Because usually this is the impression of sannyasis that we have in mind, from childhood. They're sitting under some tree, some forest, something, and eyes closed and meditating. So I thought that is contemplating.
It's more of like the Grihastha sannyasa, right? Like you're in the family, but you're, that day the Brahmana was saying that you are detached, dispassionate, right? Like you, even though you're doing things for people, but you're not attached to them. You do it with the kindness and all that, but all the things in the family, friends and all that, but you, and that's
Yes.
what sannyasa.
See, all this is not a separate time that we cater to. It should be integrated into our life.
Life, yeah. So
Sadhana Panchakam is meant not just for the householder, yes, mainly for the householder, but of course it also includes the everyone pursuing self-knowledge, includes the sannyasi as well. But then
yeah,
this, the whole, all the 40 different steps are not something that you set aside and do separately from your, it should be intertwined in our daily activities. If our duties, we are doing our duties, that step which says offer everything as a worship. So you're offering it as manmana bhava mad bhaktaha, madhyajimam namaskuru. So keeping him in the mind, you're doing everything. So it just should get integrated. It's like we're changing the attitude in our mind. It's a attitudinal shift in our mind.
That Brahmarpanam buddhi means everything
Also,
I'm doing for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even if you're doing vacuum cleaning, you have to have that state of mind, isn't it? Otherwise, oh, you say, oh, this is.
No, I think means every day the dedicated time for sitting for the meditation, and that also needed. That means every time we are doing duty and not contemplating sitting for meditation or something like that.
No,
That also
we
means
do all that. We do all that definitely,
priorities
very
is
joyfully. But these household work, which he says here, no, the duties become an obstacle.
correct.
Yeah. So here, this is what he says. You don't have to run away from the family. Here, sannyasa means having renunciation in the mind, vairagya. So even when you're doing your vacuum cleaning or dishwashing, all that, have this vairagya in the mind. Not look at your duties as an obstacle or getting attached to your duties. So that state of mind, that vairagya, that dispassion you have to bring into normal household activities also. Isn't it? That's how I'm understanding for now. The householder plays lot. Yeah.
See, to say no, one of the steps is once this desire for self-knowledge comes, leave the house. That leave the house is figurative. Is
in the mind.
Yeah. You're not stopping caring for your people at home or stopping your duties.
No. I'm not saying that. We care with attachment, isn't it? My family, my children, my this, my that.
Correct. There you develop vairagya. There you
so
do it out of a dispassionate mind.
Yeah. Understood. Now understood. Because even duties, we look at it as, at least I was looking at it as, oh, I have to do this vacuum cleaning or whatever. That is taking away my time from contemplating. Not that I do contemplating so much. But of late, I find that I'm not averse to those kind of duties. Earlier, it used to bother me. I have to do this cleaning the kitchen and all that. Now, that I don't know what to call it. What is the state of mind? I do it without any such things in the mind. Neither aversion nor craving to clean. Not like that. I just do it, that's all. Because here he says, for the renunciation, you must have a mind that does not, even duties can be an obstacle, he says. So duty is an obstacle for the contemplating mind. So that is why I thought sannyasa is totally, of course, the true, not the householder, but the real sannyasis are like that. Totally not involved in the action mentally also. So the householder plays lots of roles. These roles can be demanding. These roles are used intelligently for self-growth. By performing these roles and duties, dispassion will be cultivated in the mind. When the mind becomes dispassionate, one is steady for renunciation. Example, be like Nachiketa. When Nachiketa was offered 3 boons by Yamaraja, Nachiketa used the first 2 boons to benefit his father and community. Wow, so beautifully connecting, no, these 2 points. For the 3rd boon, he asked Yama to teach self-knowledge. Even though Yama tempted Nachiketa with worldly things, Nachiketa was unwavering in seeking self-knowledge. Such a person is ready for renunciation. So this is what I had the confusion. Now it is kind of getting clear. I'll just read this part again. The householder plays lots of roles. These roles can be demanding. These roles are used intelligently for self-growth. By performing these roles and duties, dispassion will be cultivated in the mind. When the mind becomes dispassionate, one is ready for renunciation. Many years ago, I read how when people joined Buddha, many householders left everything and went to the Buddhist to join Buddha. So the job that they were given was routine work, like cleaning the garden. Clean the garden till you are dispassionate about that duty. That's what comes to my mind now. And then only Buddha admitted them to this self-knowledge, gave them that.
Yeah, work for the work's sake. Work for the work's sake and do drop and move on.
Yes, but the mind should not feel it. Oh, I didn't come here for this, but I have to do this. That attitude should not be there. For that, they make them do that and get over it.
See, again, when you're doing everything as an act of worship, then automatically, I like to do this, I don't like to do this will drop.
Yeah.
Anything you're given, you will do it happily and with devotion.
So by performing these roles and duties, dispassion will be cultivated in the mind. When the mind becomes dispassionate, one is ready for renunciation. And so you use these roles and obstacles, duties, use it intelligently for self-growth. It's a long way to self-knowledge. Okay, can we move forward? So step 13, approach a wise man who's capable of unfolding the truth of Vedanta. Go to a guru or a teacher who is well versed in the scriptures. Shrotriya. Shrotriya. I hope I said it right.
Yeah.
Who is
Shrotriya and Brahmanishta.
Shrotriya and Brahmanishta. Who is well established in self-knowledge? So go to a teacher who's well versed in the scriptures, who's well established in self-knowledge, Brahmanishta, and one who comes from a proper lineage, who knows how to communicate. Surrender to such a guru. Wow, we are also fortunate. No?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
How can we find a guru? In our current state of ignorance, even if a guru appears in front of us, we may not be able to recognize. So, all we need to do is develop intense desire for self-knowledge by living the instructions taught in scriptures like Bhagavad Gita. When the desire for self-knowledge is strong and when we are ready, we will be blessed with a guru. Actually, the other way around has happened, no, for us. The guru came and then we got interested in self-knowledge. It's not that we craved for self-knowledge and guru. Maybe there were some people like that also. In my case, I'm saying. That's what Gurudev also said, no? That it's a catch-22 situation. If people don't know about self-knowledge, how will they have an interest in self-knowledge? So first you have to give. Tell them there is something called self-knowledge. So that is the path he adopted, he said. He opened it to everybody. So whoever is interested, come. So nice. Very blessed, very fortunate. And I'm so grateful to Dr. Mara for suggesting this Sadhana Panchakam. I'd never heard of this scripture before. How to approach a guru? Mundaka Upanishad gives an example of how to approach a guru. In Mundaka Upanishad, the student takes samit or dry twigs as collection bundle that are offered in Vedic rituals to offer to the teacher. Here, the dry twigs may not mean much. It is symbolic of offering oneself. Here, the dry twig symbolizes seva bhava of the student. Student approaches the teacher and prostrates at the feet of the teacher. The prostration shows humility and letting go of ego. When the person falls completely at the feet of the teacher, there is no shadow, which symbolizes willing to surrender my ego. Prostration shows humility on the part of the student and giving oneself to the hands of the teacher. Another example from Gita, where Arjuna surrenders to Krishna and asks him to teach. When the student surrenders to the teacher, it shows confidence and trust the student has in the teacher. For self-knowledge to take place, the student needs to have a disposition of mind that is receptive. When listening, there should not be any resistance. Mind needs to be receptive, absorbing. There needs to be reverence, faith in the teacher. Student should be able to see what the teacher is teaching. Student needs to be at the same wavelength as the teacher. All this is indicated by the way student approaches the teacher with Shraddha, faith, bhakti, devotion, surrender, and trust. It's very powerful, no? So here surrender is total surrender. So there is there's no shadow of human ego. So here it says in what is Upanishad? Mundaka Upanishad. The student collects twigs as an offering to the Guru, and this twig symbolizes that he is offering himself to the Guru, oneself to the Guru. So it symbolizes the Seva Bhava of the student. And the student prostrates at the feet of the teacher. That is total surrender of the ego. Letting go of the ego completely. So you approach the teacher with faith, devotion, and trust, total surrender. And when the teacher is teaching, there should be no resistance in your mind to what you're hearing. Your mind has to be totally receptive and absorbing. My mother used to say this. The mind of children is like sponge. It will just simply absorb. Wow. So our mind has to be like that, like that of an innocent child. Like the sponge absorbs everything. Like that, the student's mind should be so devoted, so receptive, without any resistance. So then only we can gain that knowledge. So he says the student's mind has to be in the same wavelength as the teacher. So that is why this first purification of the Antakarna Shuddhi is so vital. Then only we can even approach a master. Wow. And with such a state, when the student approaches and surrenders to the master, that means we have total confidence and trust in the teacher. Actually, the teacher can actually see through us. Okay, somebody say something. Share your takeaways. Yeah. Reached the time for today.
What is the step before this one? This step? Can you how
Before you approach a guru?
Oh, okay. Wise one who's step.
Before you approach a guru, is that what you're asking?
No, so how to find a guru? That can you read that one? No,
Yeah.
you scroll down.
You have to go up. Come to 12, step 12.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, how to approach, 13, sorry.
Below that one. Yeah, 13. Yeah.
How to approach a wise man. Okay,
The
scroll
next
down.
to this, scroll down. Yeah, next one. Yeah, that one. How can we find it?
Guru?
Yeah.
In our current state of ignorance, even if a guru appears in front of us, we may not be able to recognize. So all we need to do is to develop intense desire for self-knowledge by living the instructions taught in the scriptures like the Bhagavad Gita. When the desire for self-knowledge is strong, and when we are ready, we will be blessed with a guru. The Gurudev also says this, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. He said that. That also he has said. And then he said, unless you know what is in your inner world, unless you know that you have a self, you will not be interested in the self. So to know that there is something like the self, first of all, somebody has to tell you something or you have to hear it somewhere. So that is why Gurudev said he has opened this wisdom to everybody. So what is given in this Sudarshan Kriya itself is the highest knowledge of the self. However, we need to do this Antakarna Shuddhi. Then only we can absorb what the teacher is actually conveying to us. Otherwise, our understanding is also colored by the concepts in our head. Okay, I'll keep quiet now. Please share what you got from this 13 points. Very, very nice.
The one who teacher is not just Shrotriya and Brahmanishta, he should also come from the proper lineage. And this is what Dev has been harping about.
Yeah.
Coming from the Advaita philosophy, Advaita Sampradaya. Because there we have so many kinds of Sampradayas right now, right? And out there, it's so easy. Accessibility is so easy. It is just everything is available online. So Dvaita Sampradaya, Vishishta Advaita Sampradaya, Advaita Sampradaya. So there are different Sampradayas. Why this is important? Because we are all students. So we are all in the process of learning. Unless we stick on to one Sampradaya, there may be confusion in the mind. And with that, because proper understanding is important. Getting the proper import of what the Shastra says through the words of the Guru is important. That is why Gurudev said you can read other books, no problem, but just ensure that you're following the Sampradaya. Adi Shankaracharya is the Advaita Sampradaya, the Sadhana Panchakam, and all of this. So that's just something that we need to keep in mind. I think it's beyond time, no? We can wind up today.
Yeah. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti. 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 Is it audible? I'm not able to hear.
I'm sorry, I was trying to increase the volume, but it got removed. Yeah. You are sharing, Somaji? This is the summary. You go. There's another audio video. Like, shall I share it again? Okay, shall I share, Somaji? Okay.
भक्तिर्दृढाधीय वेदो नित्यमधीयतां तदुदितं कर्म स्वनुष्ठीयताम् तेनेशस्य विधीयतामपचितिः काम्ये मतिस्त्यज्यताम् पापौघः परिधूयतां भवसुखे दोषोऽनुसन्धीयताम् आत्मेच्छा व्यवसीयतां निजगृहात् तूर्णं विनिर्गम्यताम् सङ्गस्सत्सु विधीयतां भगवतो भक्तिर्दृढाधीयताम् शान्त्यादिः परिचीयतां दृढतरं कर्माशु सन्त्यज्यताम् सद्विद्वान्नुपसृप्यतां प्रतिदिनं तत्पादुकासेव्यताम् ब्रह्मैकाक्षरमर्थ्यतां श्रुतिशिरो वाक्यं समाकर्ण्यताम् वाक्यार्थश्च विचार्यतां श्रुतिशिरः पक्षः समाश्रीयताम् दुस्तर्कात् सुविरम्यतां श्रुतिमतस्तर्कोऽनुसन्धीयताम् ब्रह्मास्मीति विभाव्यतामहरहर्गर्वः परित्यज्यताम् देहेऽहं मतिरुज्यतां बुधजनैर्वादः परित्यज्यताम् क्षुद्व्याधिश्च चिकित्स्यतां प्रतिदिनं भिक्षौषधं भुज्यताम् स्वाद्वन्नं न तु याच्यतां विधिवशात् प्राप्तेन सन्तुष्यताम् शीतोष्णादिविषह्यतां न तु वृथा वाक्यं समुच्चार्यताम् औदासीन्यमभीप्स्यतां जनकृपानैष्ठुर्यमुत्सृज्यताम् एकान्ते सुखमास्यतां परतरे चेतः समाधीयताम् पूर्णात्मा सुसमीक्ष्यतां जगदिदं तद्बाधितं दृश्यताम् प्राक्कर्म प्रविलाप्यतां चितिबलान्नाप्युत्तरैः श्लिष्यताम् प्रारब्धं त्विह भुज्यतामथ परब्रह्मात्मना स्थीयताम्
Shall I share the meditation?
Yes, please.
क्या आपको पता है what happens in your brain when you are stressed and anxious? Give me 60 seconds, I will show you how.
Meditation is accepting this moment, living every moment totally with depth. Let us keep our spine erect and body relaxed and eyes closed. Relax your shoulders. Keep a big smile on your face. You're sitting like the statue of Buddha, very serene and with a serene smile on your face. Relax your body. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Become aware of your chest region, throat and chest region. If you notice some tension in the body, just let it be. Except those parts of the body where you feel a tension, the other parts are in comfort. Other parts are at peace. Become aware of that also. There are many good things about you and inside of you. Acknowledge them. They will never leave you. And the negative aspect you may see in you is never going to stay with you forever. They are all guests for some time. Let them be. Sit with the total acceptance of yourself the way you are at this very moment. Total acceptance of what is now here will lead us to deeper meditation. Let go of all the effort. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let go of all your effort and be in this emptiness. And slowly and gradually become aware of body and surroundings. And you may gently open your eyes.